Hello everyone. Um, First I'll give you a heads up on how Sunday went. Those that don't know where I was actually doing York Comic Con this Sunday. As a writer. I was also selling my jewellery as well. So, but yes, it went well. I've been asked to get in touch with some people to go to an event in Manchester, which is for authors. So they're after more authors to go and do book signings and talks and whatnot. So I've got that to sort out. I've also been given some information about an event that happens again here in York in November, which is more for my jewellery side than my writing side. My publisher got back with me today. She's done the edits. She's happy with everything. She's happy with the way everything looks. I'm just waiting for the cover. I need to send some stuff over again today, which I'll do after the stream for the cover. So there will be a trailer coming for that soon. But I've been waiting for the cover before I do the trailer. So, but yeah, it's been one of those years. But luckily, like I said, this book should have been published months ago. But with everything that happened with Dolby, we had to postpone it. So, but luckily, my boss understood. So she's understanding anyway, because she knows I've got my issues, and then everything that's happened with the husband, she's been really understanding. So can't fault her for that. But that's the end of the good news, I'm afraid. At the moment, here on YouTube, there are a few issues. For those that may or may not be aware. The reason why I say that is because over the last week, a lot of things have come to my knowledge, shall we say. And it's not exactly great. We have another version of Daddy o'5, and we also have another version of Austin Jones. Daddy o'5, I don't think I need to explain that to anybody on this platform. The Austin Jones, I might need to, so I'll give you a brief breakdown. Austin Jones was a YouTuber who would repeatedly message girls and get them to twerk for him and send videos of them either naked or partially naked. And we're talking about 12, 13, 14-year-olds. Now, what's happened this time is very similar things, but just to different people. The first one, we will go into the new Austin Jones, which is actually Chris Ingham. He's had numerous allegations pointed towards him over the last couple of weeks of him attempting to contact children for whatever reasons. Right. Let's have a look. Revealed last month at the Queens. Found it. Actual fact, I will put you over to this screen. Although you can't see me, you should still be able to hear me. Right. Bugger off. Right. He's a total creep. Married YouTube star Chris Ingham, famous for kids vids, bombarded fans as young as 16 with sexual text messages. YouTube stars amassed a legion of followers by portraying himself as a doting dad, loving husband, has bombarded teenage fans with sexual and creepy text messages. Both views of over 300 million, 16-year-olds sneak out of everyone's hotel room, meet him in the middle of the night. Wearing a beanie hat, necklace, and skinny jeans, 34-year-old dad also posts videos of himself rollerblading on his personal YouTube channel where he has more than 30,000 subscribers. But away from the cameras, he's secretly been hounding fans. He sent a leering picture of himself to a 19-year-old, asking a 9-year-old to send him a photo of her naked after claiming he could make her a star. one of the fans, Bill Fern from Cheadle, which is here in the UK, was sent this by Chris as a response to a selfie she shared. Jessica Simpson, 16, is bravely speaking out about her experiences after she was asked to sneak out her family's hotel room to meet Chris. Now, another thing that's happened with this is something we've seen happen numerous times, where something like this comes out and the fans automatically believe the guy, and they've been sending the girls that have been claiming this with evidence. They're not just saying it for the sake of saying it. They're showing screen grabs. They're showing evidence. And it says, Mum was told that she was a freak and that her father was a paedophile predator and that her mum was a whore. A string of sickening tweets at all taunted a supporter of the girls from Croydon, South London, about a miscarriage she had. Not nice. It's been really rough for these girls to speak out. They've been open about how they're vulnerable, and the amount of abuse has just been sickening. This is even more distress for them. And then this is however, the appellant Luella, who has collaborated with the family, she has snaps with the family, appears to have distanced herself from them since the Sun published the texts, but they were already published on YouTube videos anyway. Her boyfriend Alfie wrote, the allegations made from so many different girls against Chris Ingham are shocking. If someone made these allegations against me, regardless of legal advice, the first thing I'd do is make a video proving my innocence, which he hasn't done, meaning Chris himself. Now, if it was just one girl, then there would be an argument for saying that she's faked it. However, if there is more than one girl, which there is in this case, then I'm more inclined to believe that she's telling the truth. A lot of people think, oh, people make things up. It's like, yeah, but why would they make something up when he has a huge fan base? And that fan base are attacking not only the people that are making the claims, but the people that are protecting those making the claims. And I bet you some of them will come to this channel and start with me. But I've already had Joyce Cronies come after me. But it's a plain simple fact that these people never learn. This is almost the exact same thing we had with the Knowles. Britney's ex, where he would message people and send pictures of his to people, and it's like, are you fucking serious? Are you really going to jeopardize your family, your marriage, over texting or messaging a person? This is exactly the same as we had with Shay Carl, but in this instance it's even dodgier, because these in some instances they are over 18, but in some instances they're not. Now, yes, here in the UK the legal age for things like that is 18. However, we're talking about a guy who has a kid that's, I don't know how old his oldest kid is, but she's in her teens. So we're talking about somebody who has a kid not much younger from the people he's targeting, and he's telling them to leave the parents' hotel room to meet him at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. Are you fucking serious? Right. But yeah, if you just type in Chris Ingham allegations, you will find all sorts. Right, we're going to go on to the other subject. Now, this one I found out about through JK News. And it's on a similar line to Daddy of 5, and it's not nice. Now, we're talking about somebody who does pranks involving his kids and thinks it's funny. Except, again, this is dangerous. A YouTube dad who posted pictures of his children in pain on the toilet after he fed them laxatives has his account suspended and is being investigated by Child Services. Cordero James Bradley, 29, gave his children ice cream laced with laxatives and shared the video to his 5.6 million followers on his monetized channel CJ So Cool. The prank appeared to make the children physically sick. Brady jokes as one of them says, "My stomach hurts," by responding, "Oh my goodness, this boy's stomach is broken." There is a 90-minute period between giving them the pedo likes and his children doubling over in pain on the toilet in their home in Nevada. Despite them clearly being in some discomfort and trying to close the bathroom door, he continues filming and ignores their pleas. The police spokesman told Mail Online that the case was investigated in 2016 involving laxatives in this individual. Enjoyed the investigation with the Clark County Child Protective Services. It was submitted to the DA's offices and it was recommended as a criminal case. The video was only removed last week when it was highlighted to YouTube by Babe.net. The YouTube channel has been reinstated, but the video is no longer on there. Brady continues to prank his children. He has lit fireworks while they sleep, carried out a drowning baby prank on his girlfriend, and she pranked him by pretending one of their children had a pencil stuck in their eye. Harming your children on purpose with laxatives is child abuse. This is child endangerment. Harming his children and bullying them to pull pranks on each other is really disturbing. He's modelling inappropriate behaviour and encouraging it by laughter. He's teaching his children it's okay to harm each other for a good laugh. Content that endangers minors is unacceptable to us, and we have strict policies prohibiting child engagement and harmful and dangerous content. We remove content that violates our policies as soon as we are made aware of it. That's a picture of the kids. So, granted, nowhere near as prolific as the whole Daddy of 5 thing, but it's still shitty. Who in their right mind would do such a thing to their kids for views? And then people, again, defend these people for the sheer fucking hell of it. And the plain simple fact that it took YouTube 2 years to take this off, especially after especially after all the issues that came to a head after the whole Daddy of 5 thing happened. It is clear that YouTube really doesn't seem to have any idea what they're doing when it comes to kids, because they let Daddy of 5 get away with it for years. When they did the channel, when they started the fresh channel, they started doing the exact same thing again. They were doing pranks and things involving the kids, and then it was only after that it was like, oh yeah, we better delete the channel. No shit, Sherlock. The fact that these people have got away with using their kids as tools to make people laugh, to do pranks, is absolutely fucking ridiculous. And people really need to start thinking about what they're watching. If a child is either in physical or emotional distress, then you report the video and you report them. Obviously, Child Protective Services can't tell you what the status of their investigation, because it can take a while, but I hope to God that they do something about this, because those kids are still in danger if he's still doing pranks. Granted, I don't think it's prolific, as Daddy of Five, and I don't think it is as habitual as Daddy of Five, but I think that it is a very much a slippery slope when it comes to anything that involves kids. And I'm one person that forever will fight for a kid. You don't abuse kids in any way, shape, size or form, because of the plain simple fact is they can't fight back. And if you don't like that, then tough shit. Kids are meant to be protected by adults. That's our job. We give birth to them and then we protect them. Even if they're not ours, we still have to protect them. And the plain simple fact that people think it's funny to abuse kids makes me feel sick in almost every sense of the word. And it's one thing I will always fight against. You do not hurt children, because of the plain simple fact is they can't hurt you back. And if you hurt them in any way, it stays with them for a long time. It's like, I can guarantee you that Cody will be going through therapy for years to deal with the shit that he went through. As will Emma, as will these kids. Anybody who is abused in any sense of the word will forever feel that pain, will forever feel that hurt and discomfort and everything else. And the plain simple fact that these people think it's funny to do these pranks on the internet is fucking ridiculous and fucking crazy. There's a plain simple answer to that. You're fucking crazy. You don't victimise children. It's just not right, and it's just not the right thing to do. It's not the humane thing to do. It's not the nice thing to do, or any sense of the word. You don't hurt kids. You just don't. And the plain simple fact, that some of these people are thinking that it's fun to watch somebody who feeds their kids laxatives, which, even if a child has a small amount of dehydration, it's very dangerous. No worries. But I tell you now, these two really need their heads banging together. They really do, because they haven't learnt from Daddy of Five or from Aston Jones. They haven't learnt. Because if they had, then they wouldn't have done what they've done. People always get caught. People always get found out. And the plain simple fact is, people think that I can get away with it because I'm so brilliant and I'm so awesome. It's like, no, you're fucking not. Nobody is immune to being found out. Nobody is immune to not knowing what's going on. Nobody is immune to anything like that. All it takes is one person that's strong enough to say, I'm not standing up for this. I'm not letting this happen. And then everything falls apart. Why do people in this position think that they can get away with it, especially with today's day and age, with social media, with the whole Me Too movement, and with the fact that everybody has a way of projecting their own voice? I'm going to come off before I lose my rag. But it's took me a while to calm down to the point where I can actually say it without constantly losing my temper. And I've been close. But you do not hurt kids. You do not feed kids laxatives unless told to by a doctor. And you do not message people when you're married, especially people that are fucking stupidly younger than you. How old is Chris Ingham now? He's 33 and he's messaging people 16, 19. That's a bit weird. But I'm going to have to come off before I really lose my temper. The fact that these two are still allowed to have a YouTube channel and are still probably doing what they've been doing for so long makes me feel sick. Right, I better go before I lose my temper. Right. My mum's going to come in tomorrow, but I'm hoping to do a live stream on Friday. It might just be a little bit later than normal. We shall see. Stay safe, be good, have fun, and I will see you very, very shortly.